If you've been browsing through upscale design stores like Arhaus, West Elm, Lulu in Georgia, or even mainstream retailers like Crate and Barrel or online outlet Wayfair, you'll probably notice a prevailing trend: the rise of organic modern design. It's a style that's gaining popularity and is possibly entering mainstream. I think it's great, and not just because I happen to like this style. From what I see, if it's done correctly, it's a very beautiful and elegant modern interior design style. Organic modern helps to create warm, inviting, relaxing, and soulful spaces. And if you are familiar with my work, you know I am all about creating soulful and nurturing environments that support us on many levels, including emotionally and energetically. And my book is titled The Soulful Home Design Guide. In this video, I'd like to take you on a journey to explore and experience the world of organic modern design. Since I use and incorporate Feng Shui principles in my designs, I've noticed intriguing parallels between organic modern style and Feng Shui. This video aims to illustrate how these two can complement each other, enhancing the harmony, happiness, health, and supportiveness of our homes. But here is a spoiler: not every modern organic room that I will show you has a great Feng Shui. Let's dive right in. Organic modern design is a fusion of minimalism, where less is more, boho with its relaxed, multicultural and eclectic elements, and mid-century modern with a contemporary twist. Organic modern centers around the idea of incorporating organic and natural materials such as wood, stone, wool, jute, linen, colors of nature. Note beautiful muted greens and browns, ceramic, organic materials, and shapes. It emphasizes the use of neutral colors and abundance of various textures. It loves curves in furniture and architecture, such as archways here, and a tasteful splash of colors. To me, some of these spaces are not only visually stunning, but also calming and nourishing. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how they feel to you in the comments below. In today's fast-paced and stressful world, organic modern design has naturally emerged as a soothing oasis. It's a refreshing alternative to the all-white and gray trends we are gradually moving away from. As someone who appreciates and incorporates Feng Shui principles in my design work, I can't help but notice the parallels between organic modern design and Feng Shui. Feng Shui is all about creating spaces that harmoniously align with both people and nature, nurturing and comforting. There is more to it. It's all about elevating the Qi energy in our homes to creating the flow of energy that supports our goals. In Feng Shui design, we cherish the use of natural materials and connection to nature. We love curves and organic shapes, but it's more than just looks. In Feng Shui, we want to create certain type of energy to support aspects of our lives, such as well-being, prosperity, love, harmony, joy, and more. We use the 5 elements, which essentially are 5 different types of energy: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, to balance and enhance the energy in our spaces. We will explore some of these elements of Feng Shui design in more detail throughout the video. For now, to get a better idea, let's look at a few examples. In this photo, the wood element is predominant. You can see it in vertical wooden planks and plants, how wood elevates the energy. Earth element is strong in this photo. You can see it in brown and beige colors and square shapes. We use earth if we want to create a stable and cozy space. We use metal element if we want to create refined, minimalist, zen-like space. Metal is expressed in round shapes and white color here. Water element if we want to create a feeling of prosperity and relaxation. You can see it in blue color here, in art and couch. And we use fire element to bring excitement, joy, and happiness to our spaces. Here, gentle fire is in the wall color or art. The spaces I just showed are not balanced spaces because one element is predominant. Ideally, we want our living rooms to have more balanced energy. By the way, if you are interested in learning more about Feng Shui design using 5 elements, there is a detailed video, 5 Elements Feng Shui, the secrets to balanced and beautiful home. Feng Shui isn't tied to a particular design style. It can work with various aesthetics, cultures, and styles. Interestingly, organic modern design and Feng Shui share several common elements. They both embrace natural materials, the inclusion of plants, a love for organic curved shapes, and a shared goal of creating harmonious and relaxing spaces. So it's remarkably easy to implement Feng Shui principles in these organic modern environments. Now let's take a closer look at some of these spaces. And I'm not just showing beautiful pictures here. I promise it will be fun and eye-opening. And I hope you might discover a few valuable insights to apply in your own home. This is a picture from Arhaus. I like how this slightly gray boucle fabric sofa contrasts with the peachy walls. I also love the variety of colors and textures in the pillows. This is such an excellent combination of different textures and colors. It doesn't have to be different colors, but the variation of the same family works great here. We can see earth element in peachy walls, rusty orange and brown colors here. The coffee table is a beautiful and unusual piece of wood. There is a live plant wood element which brings vibrancy and large windows that connect you with greenery outside. There is a metal element in a copper bowl in the side table and the slightly gray color of the sofa. Water element is in the mirror. The fire element is in this small orange flower and abundance of natural light. So this room is balanced, vibrant, and comfortable. It uplifts your energy. All 5 elements are present here. This is no doubt a very beautiful room. Soothing earthy colors, beige and brown. Square shapes are earth element. All the round shapes emphasize metal element. Wood element is in the table and plant stand and a branch. Red berries are fire element. Overall, it looks very beautiful but feels a bit monochromatic. The earth element is definitely predominant here. I would want to add 2 things here. The water element is missing here. I would want to add some more organic shapes going on. You can actually see some flowing pattern in the pillow on the left side, and I would add something more, something similar. And I would probably add a green plant. This would bring more vibrancy. Instead of brown fruit, why not green or orange fruit and a small green plant? This would make the room feel more alive. And if you're enjoying the content so far, I would really appreciate your help in growing this channel so more people can discover this information. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and share this video with others. This is from Crate and Barrel catalog. It's a beautiful architectural setting. Look at the large windows and arched doors. But design-wise, it's monochromatic and cold. The metal element in white and gray colors is predominant here and makes the room cold and unemotional. It's a very beautiful sofa and chair, however. Everything is very beautiful in this picture, but even a plant is not enough to make the room more vibrant. It just needs some more warmth. I would either warm up the walls or rug and pillows. This is the same room but feels a little bit warmer. Note the warmer color of the rug and look at this organic pattern in the rug. Also, the tree is a little bit larger and the couch is really special. This room feels warmer and also softer because of the organic and rounded shapes and the warmer colors. Here you can see that the walls and the couch are white, but the rug is a warm beige. And these brown leather chairs add a certain grounding and stability to the space. Green plants add vibrancy and aliveness. Some people who know Feng Shui would ask, but how about the beams? Usually beams are associated with bad Feng Shui, but you actually have to look at beams case to case. Here they do not feel oppressive and they add some warmth and make the room more interesting. Some people also would probably notice that both sofas are placed by the windows, which is considered to be bad feng shui. Ideally, you want to sit with a view of the window, not with your back to it. In many cases, they do it for more dramatic pictures, and yes, if it's for living, not for pictures, I would place sofas differently in this room, so you can enjoy the views. Here is our house again. You can see the use of natural wood on the walls and a unique coffee table. You can see the use of stone around the fireplace. Also note the colors of the sofa and chairs. These are wonderful nature-inspired tones. It's a very warm and cozy room, and it's hard to add anything to this room. Also look, everything besides the plant and floor lamp in this picture is horizontal. All these horizontal lines create a feeling of low ceiling. It needs something vertical. So vertical pictures would bring more yin-yang balance to this room. Horizontal lines are yin and vertical lines are yang. This is from Lulu in Georgia. Feels good and balanced. The diamond pattern and texture of rug add some contrast to this room. Diamond is fire element. Notice the oval shape of the table and the round wood holder add softness and variety of shapes. Round shapes are metal element. Also, there is a contrast between the hard material of the coffee table and the soft everything else. The rust color of this leather chair contrasts the couch and the rug. The green branch adds aliveness and softness. This room is a good example of yin and yang balance in design. I would not add anything else here. This is another Lulu and Georgia room. Definitely beautiful but quite monochromatic in color. I love the ceramic decor and the round wooden coffee table, but because the colors of the couches, pillows, rug and walls are all beige, the room feels like it needs an energy boost. It would definitely benefit from a few green plants and adding orange or green or even blue colors. As it is now, it looks more like a museum than living space. And I see it quite often in the design when everything is matchy-matchy and monochromatic. It can be interesting and beautiful, but it just doesn't have the supportive, uplifting energy that we need in living spaces. This Japandi style room is a good example of it as well. It's really beautiful, but it doesn't strike you as an inviting space to spend time. Very much museum-looking style. Look at these chairs. Their color makes all the difference in this picture. Remember, contrast creates energy. This one is very beautiful but uniform. Having green plants helps a lot, but needs just a little bit more energy and color. And once again, in this room, an orange chair stands out, and those green pillows look pretty good. Orange color is fire element, and fire brings a sense of joy and warmth. Here is another side of this room. Look at the green love seat and a similar green shade of the wall behind the shelving. I like the variety of colors here. This is from Wayfair. You can see how these two orange pillows enliven the room. And you can clearly see here how much difference this orange picture makes. This is another picture from Wayfair. This room feels pretty balanced in terms of feng shui design. There is earth element in square shapes and brown colors. Metal element is in round shapes and white color. Water element is in the art. Fire element can be experienced in natural light from the windows, and wood in plants and green pillow. As you can see, the synergy between organic modern living and feng shui principles is quite captivating. As we've explored these rooms, we've witnessed how subtle adjustments can breathe life, balance, and positive energy into even the very best designs. Remember, your home is your sanctuary, and it has the power to nurture your well-being. I hope this video will help you to find the perfect balance that is the key to creating a space that truly resonates with your soul. I hope you've enjoyed our journey together. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you for joining me today. May your homes be filled with harmony, joy, and positive energy. Happy decorating. See you soon.